Okay, students, we are starting with our next topic, that is quadratic equation. It is again one more important topic, not only for this year but in future also. You will be coming across many applications related with this basic quadratic equation topic. Now in this session, we are going to discuss three main points about the standard equation and solving the simultaneous equations by two methods. Let us discuss in short about standard form of any quadratic equation. Standard form of any quadratic equation. Now what do you mean by that? Suppose I write the equation. Basically I'll explain you that standard form, it is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So initially we should have a square term, then you should have the equation which is having square term first, then x, then constant, and then this number. For example, if I give you this 3x square is equal to 10x minus 7. Now if I ask you whether this equation is in the standard form, so this is not the standard one. So what we need to do is we have to write 3x square first. Then this 10x is definitely to be there on the left hand side. So it is minus 10x, and this 7 we have to transfer. So minus plus ho jayega. It is going to be plus 7. So this equation is what we call it as standard equation of standard quadratic equation, standard form. So if you write or if you compare it, this equation with the standard form, then the values of A is 3. The value of B is going to be minus 10 and value of C is going to be 7. Value of A, B, C are going to be written like this. There is one more simple application I will tell you. Suppose the equation is 3x square is equal to 10x. See the modification now. This equation again is not in a standard form. So I should write 3x square minus 10x because this is definitely transferred on the left, and then is equal to 0. But this equation is not in a standard form because there is no third term involved. So it is expected that you should involve that term also. It is going to be plus 0 is equal to 0. So this one is called as a standard form where the value of A is going to be 3, the value of B is going to be minus 10, and the value of C constant is 0. Normally they ask you the question like this in the exam for 1 mark. Write the equation in a standard form and find the values of A, B, C. There is one more format I will explain you now. It is 2x plus 1 upon x is equal to 0. Now here, this question, they will ask you for 2 marks because this equation is to be converted into the standard form first. X square term is missing here. So what I have to do here, I have to cross multiply by considering this as 1. So when you cross multiply, it is going to become 2x square plus this is 1 multiplied by this one upon the product of these two, that is equal to 0. So equation becomes 2x square plus 1 is equal to x. If you transfer here, then it is 0 multiplied by x, so answer is 0 only. Now what is the problem? You are not having a missing term here, that is x term is not there. This is not the standard form. We have to write 2x square. Now if x is not there, then we are supposed to write 0x and then 1. So definitely now this equation is in a standard form where we have to write the values of A, B, C are 2. The value of A is 2. The value of B is 0 and value of C is going to be 1. Are you getting this? Basically these equations, normally this equation which is not having x square term, this kind of questions they ask you for 2 marks. where already all terms are available, that is just for 1 mark. I hope you have understood this. I think these questions you expect in the exam related with, because this part is going to come in the next session also, wherever we are discussing about discriminant value. Now let us start with different methods of solving the quadratic equation. Now the first method is about factorization method, and the second one is formula method. Completing the square method is deleted from the syllabus, so you focus more on these two methods. Students are under impression that these questions are very easy. I agree, but there are few questions where you may be getting the answer, but the method, what is expected, is not matching with whatever answer they have given. Answers may be right, but the methods what you are using is totally wrong. I'll give you a simple example from this. Okay, let us start with one example. Solve the following equations by factorization method, that is 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. That is the question given to you. See, if you want to solve it by factorization method, then you have to solve the equation by making it standard form first. That means we have to write 5m square minus 22m plus 15, sorry, it is going to become minus 15 is equal to 0. Now as all of you know that this equation, once you write in a standard form, then we have to check what is the coefficient of m square and what is the last term. This is 5 and this is minus 15. So what we have to do is we have to take the product, and that product is minus 75. We have to factorize. Now that's why we call it as factorization method. We have to factorize these numbers in such a way, we have to factorize this minus 75 in such a way that the product will be minus 75, but the addition is minus 22, and that is possible with these numbers. Minus 25 into 3. This combination is always unique. That means one student is getting this combination, other student cannot get different one, because the product should be minus 75, but the addition of these numbers should be existing here. And there is one and only one combination like this. So we can write 5m square minus 25m plus 3m minus 15 is equal to 0. So what we have done, we have split up the middle term, and now what you have to do, this procedure we will be doing it properly. Underline the first two terms and the last two terms. Now what you can take common in this? We can take 5m common into bracket m minus 5. Then what is the normal procedure? That you write this bracket again by leaving some space here. So I am writing m minus 5 here. This is an easy technique I am telling you. Once you write this factor properly, repeat this by leaving some space, and to get 3m I should write plus 3. So 3 into m, definitely I will get this, and if you multiply this, you are bound to get minus 15. Now you tell me, m minus 5 is the term repeated or not? So we have to write m minus 5, and here we can write 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. So therefore there will be two observations we are going to have. So we have to write either m minus 5 is equal to 0 or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. So we can write m is equal to 5 This is one answer you are getting. Or we have to write 5m is equal to minus 3 because 3 is transferred on the right hand side, and therefore the value of m will be minus 3 by 5. These are the two answers we are going to get. So basically, quadratic equation, whatever we are solving, we have to solve it. If you are asked to solve it by factorization, then we have to solve it by making first a standard form, splitting up the middle term according to this rule. I hope this method you must have done it for so many times. This one question for 2 marks is always asked on factorization method, as the content of this topic is limited. The probability of the questions is more. Whatever I am telling you, there will be definitely one question on factorization. One question they will always ask on formula method. Formula method question is asked for 3 marks. Factorization, whatever you are going to have, that is for 2 marks each. Correct? Let us go for the next sum now. It is 2x square minus 2x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 0. See, these are all few selected sums from the textbook only. But why I am taking this? Because majority of the students, they are taking 1 by 2 as it is. I am of the different opinion. I already told you in simultaneous equations also, avoid fractions as far as possible, because that will make the calculation much more easier. Now what I will do, I will avoid this 1 by 2. That means I will multiply throughout by 2. So this will become 4x square. This is going to become minus 4x, and here if I multiply by 2, the answer is 1, and then 0 into 2 is 0 only. Now you see the level is maintained, that you are getting that equation in a standard form. So now the procedure is simple. The way I have explained you earlier, we have to select the first number, that is 4. We have to select the last number, that is 1. Take the product, that product will be 4. And now we have to factorize 4 in such a way that the product will be 4, but the addition is going to be this number. So definitely that is to be minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. Is that clear? And that's why we are writing 4x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. See, in the earlier sum also I have made it like this. This is called as splitting of the middle term. Now once you split up this, then you have to underline the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. Now from the first 2 terms, we can take 2x common. In the bracket, we have to write 2x minus 1. Is that right? Now what I told you in the earlier sum, we have to repeat this bracket by leaving some space here, that is 2x minus 1. And to maintain minus 2x, I should just write minus 1 here. So we are going to get 0 again. So which bracket is coming again? 2x minus 1. This is coming twice, so I am taking that common. And then again I am getting 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So what we can write here? Same bracket is appearing again, and that's why 2x minus 1 bracket square is equal to 0. So we are going to write 2x minus 1. Now we have to take a square root here. So 0 ka square root is 0 only. So we can write 2x is equal to 1. Therefore the value of x is going to be 1 by 2. So for any quadratic equation, remember one thing, that minimum answers what you are going to have. In few questions you get only one answer. In the earlier question, normally we get 2 values of x. But if it is a perfect square, now this is definitely a perfect square, and that's why you are getting only one answer for the quadratic equation. Is it clear to you? Now there is one more equation. I told you earlier that factorization method is not that simple. If you are getting all the 3 terms, then it is simple. But suppose the question is asked to you like this: 25m square is equal to 9. and students are solving it like this. They directly take the square root. So square root when you take, I know it is plus or minus, but remember one basic thing, wherever you are having a variable, there you don't write plus minus. This one is going to be 5m. Here you can write plus or minus 3. Correct? So m is equal to plus or minus 3 by 5. So you are going to get two answers for m. One is 3 by 5 and other is minus 3 by 5. Basically, these answers are right, but method is wrong. This is not called as factorization because we never observe any factor here. So the procedure is different. Now I am telling you what it is. 25m square minus 9 is equal to 0. Now this factorization method is by splitting up the middle term, and middle term is not there. So what we have to do is, we have to write 5m bracket square minus 3 square. Correct? So answer is going to be something like this. It is, we know the formula, a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b and a minus b. So here it is 5m plus 3 and 5m minus 3 is equal to 0. This is right method of solving it. And now it is as per the earlier question. Either it is 5m plus 3 is equal to 0 or 5m minus 3 is equal to 0. So it is 5m is equal to minus 3 and 5m is equal to 3. So m is equal to minus 3 by 5 and m is equal to what? 3 by 5. So I hope this is clear to you. Factorization method, most of the students, they know it. I am not having any doubt about it. But if the question asks like this, in the mood of writing the paper, directly you can get the answer by taking square root, which you may feel that it is right, but this is the actual method of solving that. Is it clear to you? Now we'll go for the next method, that is this. That is solving the equation by using formula. Okay? Let us write down the equation here, which we have to solve. M square minus 5m is equal to minus 3. M square minus 5m is equal to minus 3. Now for solving this by using a formula method, first of all, equation is supposed to be in the standard form. Equation is supposed to be in the standard form. That is m square minus 5m is equal to, plus 3 is equal to 0. Then we will solve this. Equating this with the standard form, we will get the value of a as 1. The value of b is going to be minus 5 and value of c is going to be 3. Now the formula I am writing here, x is equal to, it is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now see this, if you put the values here in the formula, you will get the answer, but just to avoid the confusion, we will take the separate calculation for this b square minus 4ac. Now what is that? B square means what? Minus 5 bracket square minus 4 into a, that is 1, into c, that is 3. So this value will be 25. This is going to be 12. So your answer for b square minus 4ac is coming as 13. Now this value we are keeping it ready for our calculation. Now this is what we call it as discriminant. That is called as what? B square minus 4ac. That is what we call it as discriminant. In the next session, we are going to have more questions on this word. Now, once you get this, then you have to write a formula. Now, formula is whatever is given to you for the variable involved in the equation. So, don't write x here because our equation is in terms of m. So, this letter should come here, that is m. Then we have to write a formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now just substitute the values here. It is minus b means what? Minus of minus 5 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac. The value can be written directly 13 and then 2 into a means 2 into 1. Now as 13 is a prime number, there is no split up of this number, so directly we can write the answer for m as minus minus will become plus 5 plus or minus root 13 upon 2. Now this answer is the final answer for that. Where we have to write the final answer like this, that is expected in the exam, where m value is either plus 5 or root 13 upon 2 and this is 5 minus root 13 upon 2. I hope this particular formula application is clear. I told you earlier that the content of the topic is very small and that's why one question on factorization and one question on formula method is 100% asked in the exam, so better you practice this thing properly. I hope this particular point is clear to you. Okay, let us go for the next equation. Method is same. Solve this equation by using formula. It is 5x square is equal to 4x plus 7. As I mentioned earlier, this is not the right method for this formula. For this, we have to write the equation in a standard form. 4x square minus 4x minus 7 is equal to 0. It is 5x square minus 4x minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, if you compare this equation with the standard form, the value of a is going to be 5. The value of b is going to be minus 4. And the value of c is going to be minus 7. Check this again. The value of a is 5. Value of b means coefficient of x, that is minus 4. And the value of c is like this, minus 7. Now directly substituting these values here, we better calculate the discriminant b square minus 4ac. Now that b square is minus 4 square minus 4 into a into c or not. So your answer will be 16. Then minus minus will be plus. This one you are going to get 20 into 7, that is going to be 140. This value is 156. B square minus 4ac, answer you are going to get it as 156. Is that clear to you? Now we'll write a formula. Now in this, let us go for the formula here. X is equal to, that formula is going to be minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now when you substitute the values of this, it is minus of minus 4 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac, the answer what we have calculated as 156 upon 2a, that is 2 into 5, which can be further written as minus minus plus and 4 plus or minus into bracket, here we are going to have the answer 10. Now that 156, I will do it like this. It is first multiply by divide by 4. So it is 4 3s are and 4 9s are. Correct? 4 9s are 36. Carry over 3, 4 3s are 12. So 156, I can write 4 multiplied by 39. Now what will happen here? We can take 2 common, 4 plus or minus. Now it is taken out, so it is a square root, then root 39 upon 10. I'll show you that calculation further here. X is equal to. Now this is 4, this one is 2. So we cannot take this cancellation. Now many students they do it. 2 ones are 2 fives are. But there is one more number. So this type of cancellation is invalid. So we have to take 2 common. In the bracket, we should write 2 twos are. So 2 plus or minus. This is root 39 and then upon 10. Which can be written now as 2 ones are 2 fives are. So values of x that you are going to have, they are 2 plus or minus root 39 upon 5. I think you are clear with this calculation. I have taken this question purposely to explain you. There are many students who take this cancellation and they write the answer 4 plus or minus root 39 upon 5, which is wrong. Please keep this in mind that there is not only one number available. There are 2 numbers. So justification is for both. And that's why it is taken to 2 common. Then do the cancellation with this number 10 to get this answer. I hope this is clear to you. This is one of the important questions in the textbook. Because you are getting some number which is still factorizable like this. Let us go for the last question of this session. The question is 3m square, that is equal to 7 minus 2m. 3m square is equal to 7 minus 2m. This equation, as I told you earlier, this equation is not in the standard form. So we are writing 3m square minus, this will become plus. It is 2m and then minus 7 ho jayega, that is equal to 0. Now this equation is already in the standard form. So now we have to write the values of a. The value of a is 3. The value of b is going to be 2. And value of c is minus 7 or not. Values of a, b, c are mentioned over here. Now we have to go for discriminant. B square minus 4ac. Now that b square means it is 2 square minus 4 into a into c. So this one is going to be 4. Minus minus will be plus. And this one is going to be 84. And the answer of this discriminant value, we are going to get it as 88. Now we can write a formula. Remember one thing, that variable involved in the quadratic equation is to be written here, that is m. Our formula will be same, that is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now when you are writing this, substitute the values here directly. It is minus b means minus 2 plus or minus root of 88. Because we have got the value of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, that means it is 2 into 3. Now as per our earlier calculation, minus 2 plus or minus square root of. Now what can be done here? This is 88. So 88 is to be simplified further as 4 multiplied by 22. Correct? And why we are doing it? This is going to be 6 then. So what is the next step that we are going to have? M is equal to, what can be done further? Minus 2. Then plus or minus. This 4 is taken out as 2. And then root of 22 upon 6. I have told you directly in the earlier question that this cannot be cancelled. So we are taking 2 common. In the bracket it is minus 1 plus or minus root of 22, correct, upon 6. So it is 2 ones are and 2 threes are. So the final answer what we are going to have is minus 1 plus or minus root of 22 upon 3. This is the final answer for this question. I hope you have understood this method. Actually, in the textbook, they have given 3 methods. One is factorization, then completing the square method, and formula method. Completing square method is now deleted from the syllabus. So you have to focus mainly on 2 methods, factorization and formula method. Surely the questions based on this are asked. One is for 3 marks, factorization question is for 2 marks. Rest of the questions from this particular topic we will discuss in the next session. Okay?